What's up? If you're new here, my name is Josh. Don't change or lose yourself for anybody else. I have a friend. It's crazy. I have a friend for everything. And it sounds like I'm making it up, but you guys wouldn't believe how much friends I actually have. It's definitely over 10. It's maybe 12. I'm not gonna lie, it could be 13 or 14. But point is, I have a lot of friends. And one of them actually, I'm not gonna say a specific thing, but basically he had to change completely who he was to be with this girl. Now, there's two types of changes. There's a change where you know that in one area you need to change, meaning if you don't change this, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be with this person or you can't be around these people, but you can't be around anybody or can't be with anybody. Because it is a trait that you need to actually work on, right? And then there's change where you're just not you. You're just not you, and everything about you is different. The way you act, what you laugh at, what type of things you do, all that stuff. You know, some people change their whole selves, and this friend of mine, he was about to do that for this one girl. And I was like, bro, like, now, before he told me this, it had already happened. He didn't change or anything. I'm saying he had already decided that he wasn't going to do it, and that was a good decision. But I was like, bro, like, man, never, ever change who you have to be with someone. Like I said before, if this change means that, okay, I need to change this, or, my life is just going to go to poop because this part of me is actually not a good one, right? That's completely different than the change that is, okay, I'm just not Josh anymore, let's say. I'm not Josh anymore. I'm just this other guy, right? That is two completely different things. Because some people are afraid of that. Some people are afraid of the first one where, you had to change this one thing, and you don't have to, because you have to. You need to change it in order to just be better, right? I'm trying to think of an example right now of what I mean by that, because some of you are probably confused. Let's say you have a habit of getting mad at silly things. Let's just use that as an example. Yeah, you get mad at over nothing. So then you get very angry, and you start putting that anger into someone else, right? Over this little small thing. Now, let's say that person didn't like that. Do you think anybody's gonna like that? That you get angry over anything and then, they're just gonna accept it? No. Like, this is something, okay, let me take a step back, realize what I'm doing, realize what I'm getting mad at and stuff like that. I'm just saying stuff like that. That is what I mean by that. Just things you need to work on. Let's say you're not a consistent person. Is it bad to change being a consistent person? So, like, is it bad to be a consistent person now since you weren't before? That's not bad. But let's say, like I said before, what you do, who you are, things you watch, things you listen to, like, this whole thing isn't you anymore. The way you talk, because of this one person. That's different. Now that is what you should avoid. Get away from that. And never change for anybody unless it's good change. That this change would just benefit you. You know, obviously other people too. But I'm saying, you know that this isn't just for them, but you have to do this. That's a different type of change. That is a good change. Some of us, actually all of us might need that with certain things in our lives. I know that I did, and I fixed those things. Like me, I wasn't a consistent person. Guess what? I started being more consistent. I wasn't a man of my word. Guess what? I started working on ways to become a man of my word. These are all things I had to change, right? That change isn't bad. But changing who you are can be. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys have an amazing night. God loves you. I love you. Peace.